Welcome back at 8:15. June is Elder Abuse Awareness Month. Every year, millions of seniors are affected by elder abuse nationwide. Detective Jenny Martinson with the San Diego County Sheriff's Office Elder Abuse Unit joins us to shed some light on the problem. Jenny, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. When we hear the term elder abuse, that's kind of a broad term. What are some of the specific forms it can take?
Yeah, elder abuse is anything that's intentional acts or neglect upon an elder that we would classify as somebody who's 65 age or older. Usually those acts are going to be physical or sexual, or they're emotional, negligent, or financial abuse that's happening upon our elder population.
And are there signs that we need to be looking for?
Yes, absolutely. If you're noticing your loved ones are isolated in any sort, or they're showing up obviously with bruising or any sort of trauma appearance, we need to address those. And we're really thankful that we have our medical professionals and our aging and independent services, adult protective services that are there to help us through these when we get these cases, and they're able to provide services for these victims as well.
So if somebody in the county suspects something, should they call your department?
They most certainly, they should call aging and independent services. They should definitely make that call out there.
Okay, that's physical, emotional, mental, but there are also scams out there, and they're very vulnerable to that kind of abuse.
Yes, unfortunately, that is, as we age and we have the cognitive decline that occurs, we really focus on, or I should say scammers are really focusing on that demographic and that population, and they take advantage, earning their trust, using scare tactics, convincing them to move their money around in ways that they normally wouldn't do. So again, another sign for families and loved ones would be to recognize that if there's suspicious activity in their bank accounts and their finances, that they need to address those immediately so that we can start pursuing and seeing if we can follow the money and help secure their finances.
I was talking to my mother yesterday, who is elderly, and I said, Mom, if you get a call because of AI, I said, Mom, if you get a call that's my voice, Jeremy's voice, or Jesse's voice, we need to have a word or a phrase we can come up with so you know you're not being scammed.
Yes, and that's happened a lot, and our population that become victims of that, they take pride in who they are, and over all these years, and then they feel so victimized that their trust has been, maybe there's somebody calling saying that they owe money for their grandchild that's in jail custody in order to bail them out of custody, that it's somebody from law enforcement that's requesting money in that way. And it's just really disheartening when they know the key terms, right? AI knows, like, oh, they called me Granny, they always call me Granny, and just the way they said it, I really believed it was somebody that I loved dearly.
Right, so have a word or two or some way that you can
100%.
authenticate yourself. Now, what can the elderly in our community do to protect themselves?
Yeah, I think knowledge is power. Is the first thing. So obviously having moments like this where we get to really explain to the community that your bank is not calling you to move money. Nobody from law enforcement is calling you personally to move money out of your account or demanding or buying gift cards. And these scammers really use these tactics, like I said, to earn trust and to scare them so that they believe that they're either trusting or that they're fearful that something's going to happen if they don't obey what these demands are that they're receiving on the phone.
All right, good information. We appreciate you. Thanks, Jenny.
Thank you.